Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable Madden and 2K coins on the market. And of course, do not forget to use code Ferdy for 5% off. A link for their website is at the top of the description. Today, we are going to be ranking all of the Harvest Part 2 cards on to this tier list. We're going to be adding the Part 2 cards to the Part 1 cards and make it a pretty complete tier list. Hopefully, you guys have a pretty good idea of how a lot of these Part 1 cards have played for you, so you can kind of gauge how the Part 2 cards are going to play for you as well. But yeah, S tier, we still have obviously Tariq Woolen and RG3. Some new cards are, Cameron Jordan at high A tier. We have some of the 90s down here at B tier. A lot of the new 90s for Part 2 are really not that great. There is one card that I do like, however. But yeah, a lot of these 90s not that good. 90 speed, Keenan Allen, Eddie Jackson's down here. I do like Fabian Moreau, 6 foot with 91 speed. Pretty decent budget option. We have 90 overall Matt Stafford. We have 90 overall Levante David down here. And a bunch of the 88s down here as well. Like 89 speed Chris Godwin. So, yeah, let's just get started. Let's get started with that 90 overall that I do want to talk about. And that's going to be Creed Humphrey. So not only is this Creed Humphrey card going to be, pretty good speed-wise, which I do like with my centers and offensive linemen. I raved about it last year. If you watched my I Rate Your Teams videos last year, you know that I loved Creed Humphrey's card. And I'm sure his speed's going to be pretty good this year. But it's the 93 run block and the 91 pass block. Hitting both those thresholds going to make the card play much better. And I also really like how he does get discounted identifier, which might not be a big deal to a lot of people. But if you look at the discounted identifiers right now, a lot of them are very expensive. So you have a guy with good stats, he's going to have decent speed and also does get good abilities at 90 overall. If you are going to be doing one of these, one of these super nice Harvest 93 overall card sets, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go after Creed Humphrey. He's a really nice, solid center option. So we're going to be throwing Creed Humphrey. I think he's honestly like right where Tristan Wirfs is. I like Tristan Wirfs' pre-baked abilities, and I like his stats, and I like Creed Humphrey's discounted abilities, and I like his stats as well. So he's going to be going to, mid to low A tier. So we already did rank the LTD Cam Jordan, but we have another LTD, and it is Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, he's going to get overlooked. His cards always do. And I feel like EA only drops LTDs for Nick Chubb, or he was in the Madden Machines promo last year, I'm pretty sure. But this card is good. And the thing is, we have a lot of good running backs right now in this game. So outside of a Browns team, there's probably no reason to go after Nick Chubb. But he does get pretty good abilities. You could actually run 2 AP evasive and 1 AP bruiser for just 3 AP. And it makes him super complete. You can, juke. You have the stiff arms. You have the trucking animations. Or you could go with 1 AP bruiser and 0 AP goal line back. I mean, the abilities on this card are really good. He's going to play very well. He always has good strength. He's obviously more of like a traditional power back, but I wonder how this card really is going to play with that evasive and that bruiser. But yeah, good stats on Nick Chubb. This card's going to play well. Hopefully you can kind of get him for like 400k. He should be going pretty close to quick sell because like I said, outside of a Browns team, no one's probably going to be going after this card because right now the running back landscape is so deep. But this Nick Chubb card is actually really good, I think. He's definitely a low S. Next up, we have 93 overall Darren Waller, and this card's best comparison is just going to be Kyle Pitts. If you're not running abilities on Pitts or Waller and the choices between those two guys, I would go with Kyle Pitts just because of the price tag, and inevitably Darren Waller's price is going to be higher. But Darren Waller does get 1 AP short in, which I do think makes him better. So if you are going to be running abilities on these guys, I would say go Waller. But if no abilities are going to be run, then just pick the cheaper one, which should be Kyle Pitts. But we don't know if Darren Waller's going to hit 3 thresholds. I would imagine that he does, but it's not that big of a deal because usually you're not running your tight ends on, deep go balls really. But yeah, good speed. He's 6'6". Darren Waller cards are always super sought after, and they always sell packs for EA. So yeah, Darren Waller is gonna play very, very well. And like I said, I love that 1 AP short in. We're gonna throw Darren Waller right here at low S tier. The reason why he's not a little bit higher is because, like I said, we already have a guy like Pitts in the game, or Pitts or like Waller in the game already. Okay, so now we have strong safety Jeremy Chinn, and this card, as he kind of phases out over the top, he'll become a really good user in this game at 6'3", but I know people are going to want to use their Jeremy Chinn, but play this guy over the top. I mean, his speed is super elite right now in this game with good zone coverage, good acceleration, good size, and also does get 0 AP pick artists, which is really nice as well, and some pretty good zone KOs. So, yeah, Jeremy Chinn, really, really nice card that might be getting overlooked a little bit in this drop. And even like kind of my rankings, I might be putting him a little bit lower than maybe what he should be. But I'm going to put him up here right in front of Robert Griffin. At his position, he's the best of the best with that 93 speed, good size, and good abilities. So next man up now is Lawrence Taylor. And LT cards always do play amazing. So I am kind of factoring that into where I'm ranking this card because they really didn't give us much. They didn't give us much information as far as his pre-baked abilities, or sorry, discounted abilities go, but you can imagine this card's going to play well. 92 finesse, 92 power, 90 finesse moves, 94 block shed, good speed and acceleration, good tackling. Should have all 3 traits on yes. And they only said that he gets 0 AP, I think it was pick artist. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. It was 0 AP pick artist. So we don't know what else he's going to get. He might get, some kind of glitchy edge thread or edge thread elite. I don't really know. I would imagine that they're not going to cheat him with his rushing abilities, but we do know he gets 0 AP pick artist, which I think what they're going to do is, I'm pretty sure they're going to make pick artist his like outside ability. Then they're going to give him like a good pass rush ability too. If I am like completely wrong on that, I'll drop a pinned comment down below, because I do this tier list the night before. But yeah, I mean, he should get some pretty good pass rush abilities to back up with like good pass rush stats, and just how Lawrence Taylor cards always play in MUT. This guy's gonna be absolutely disgusting. So we're gonna be throwing him up here at S tier. I'm gonna put him in front of Jeremy Chin. Lawrence Taylor, just gonna be a top tier pass rusher. But again, I feel like pass rusher is a very deep position, the same way running back or maybe even tight end is right now. Tight end's kind of deep too. So I really do like this one right here. We have a 93 overall Harvest, Pat Surtain, PS2 with a 93 speed, 93 press, 93 man, 91 zone. Does get some pretty good pre-baked abilities, discounted abilities, whatever you want to call him. But again, it's the size, 6'2", over 200 pounds. His cards can always tackle very well. So Pat Surtain is, I think he's probably quarterback number 3 right now. You have Dion, Woolen, Surtain. It's probably like in that order. So, I do still think Woolen is better, but low-key sell your Woolen card if you want, if you're not going to run both, if there's like a choice between the two, because Woolen's going to be inevitably more expensive than Pat Surtain, is my prediction. It's a pretty safe prediction. Probably like 90% he will be. But we're going to throw up PS2 right behind Tariq Woolen. It is very close between these two, but Tariq is the better option still. So now we have Randy Moss, and all I'm going to say is this drop already would have been really good without these next 2 cards. Pat Surtain, amazing. Lawrence Taylor, amazing. You have Jeremy Chin, super top tier. Darren Waller, Nick Chubb, a bunch of really top tier cards coming out. And then, then they just sprinkle on Randy Moss and Aaron Rodgers. So, 93 speed, 95 jumping. I do think he is the best wide receiver in the game right now. Gets really good discounted ability. 0 AP deep out. Can run short in. You can run route tech, which I don't really like that much. 1 AP red zone threat at 6'4" with 3 thresholds. I mean, this card's going to be stupid. This card is going to be dumb. Go get Randy Moss. He is wide receiver 1 currently in this game. So, yeah, I think Tariq Woolen, he's cornerback 1. Randy, wide receiver 1. You can interchange him, do what you want to do. My phone is absolutely going off right now. But I'm going to put Randy in front of Woolen. I really, oh my goodness. Yo, are we hearing this right now? All right, okay. Randy, high S tier. Oh my goodness, dude, chill. And finally, we have, of course, Aaron Rodgers. And the thing is, Rodgers might not, I don't think Rodgers is better than Elway. I'm not going to say that. But is Rodgers about like 3.5 mil, maybe 3 mil worse than Elway? No, I think there's probably like a 200, 300K difference between the 2 cards. So yeah, Rodgers, I think realistically is QB1 right now. And whenever EA gives us these super expensive cards, I almost act like they're not even in the game. That's kind of what I act like, because 98% of people can't afford Elway. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers is going to be affordable. You can actually run, I think they said you could run Set Feet, Fearless, and Hot Route Master on this card for like 8 AP with the best release in the game. If you don't know what the hype is around Rodgers, he has the Slinger 1 release, which is by far the fastest in the game right now, with good throw power. Honestly, the stats don't matter. The reason why you want this card is for the release. And the stats are nice, but what you want is the abilities, which is what comes with a Rodgers upgrade and that super signature release. And we're not going to be getting a Brett Favre card this year for obvious reasons. So Rodgers and maybe still Namath could get the release because he had it last year. They might still give Namath the release. They might. I don't know. Especially with us not getting Favre cards. Maybe they give it to him for sure this year. I don't know, but Aaron Rodgers, I think he is QB1. The abilities are good, the release is good, and that is the Harvest. That's the Harvest tier list so far. Part 1 and Part 2 all on a tier list. What would you change? Drop a comment down below. I think it looks pretty good right now. The Harvest promo, I mean, it hasn't been that great the last 2 years. If you were in stream yesterday, we were kind of going back throughout the years and looking at Harvest, and it really hasn't been that great. And look at these cards right now. I mean, these drops have just been ridiculous. Harvest has never been so good. It really hasn't. So Yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.